Yo, what's going on, family? It's your boy. Before I get into this real quick, uh, this is actually a continuation of what we did last week. I was having audio issues, man, and I want to know right now. Let me see, I got my man Cliff in there, man. I got a seat, man. Is my audio, am I coming across good? Let me know if I'm coming. Can y'all hear me out there? Can y'all hear me? And I'm pretty sure y'all can hear the birds. I'm on the front porch as I'm looking at a hawk just caught a mouse or something. And he was hyped. Sounds 100. All right, cool. All right, cool. We gonna keep it moving, man. We gonna keep it moving. Now the sounds are supposed to be coming through these JBL wireless boys that I got, but I'm gonna just keep them over here just in case y'all are hearing me. Well, if it was going through both, it'll be screeching. So anyway, Adam, what's going on? What's happening? Welcome in, everybody. Sounds good here. Okay, cool. All right, man, look, I don't even want to waste no time, man. Last week, me and Vic brought some information to you guys about ShopHQ, right? And ain't nothing changed, man. I still got this. And before I even get started, the watch of the day is this Pro Diver right here, Tungsten, the watch of the moment, because I'm going to actually change it to a different watch after this broadcast. So, what is it that we're here for? And it is the bankruptcy. My wife hates COD. What's going on? What's good? So on June 28th, and I don't know if I told you guys this last week, but June 28th, iMedia filed bankruptcy, Chapter 11 to be exact. Chapter 11. And that's just pretty much for breathing room. They need to breathe. They need some restructuring, right? For those that are unaware, all right, iMedia is a global media company. It capitalizes and converges on entertainment, e-commerce, and advertising. So they have actual TV personalities and stuff like that. They actually have a number of TV shows. So one of which was was it HQ Health? It's 123 TV, Bulldog, of course, which we're going to talk about that in a second. All right, so what don't y'all know that I didn't say on last week? Well, there's an answer to this bankruptcy thing at this point. All right, so let me just cover this real quick. ShopHQ, which is based in Minnesota, they've been doing this for 30 years, right? And iMedia is the parent brand to ShopHQ, and ShopHQ has been bringing us this. And I believe they changed their names from Shop NBC to Value Vision. There's like several name changes, but what we know today is ShopHQ, and we know Ryan and a host of other people that actually work there. So they actually delivered to over 90 million homes nationally. That's like McDonald's numbers. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, how did they file bankruptcy? Why, you know what I'm saying? Why are we at this point where they filed a bankruptcy? Because according to and you can actually Google this stuff, they're like $350 million in the hole or something like that. But based on statements reported, the results vary in, the results varied. And this is giving you a reason why they filed bankruptcy. Customers' preference. People during COVID, a lot of people bought from ShopHQ because we were at home and we could just spend a ton of money. Like, we were getting money, PPP loans, you were getting stimulus checks, people were getting money, and they bought. That's all I can tell you. They actually bought. But they said the spending habits of people changed. Sales promotions, level of cable and satellite distribution, programming and association fees, estimated cost savings from negotiations. And this is what I want to talk about. Let me stop right there. So based on what I read online, one of the reasons, or if you want to call it excuses for the Chapter 11, is this is just one of, there was so many. There's a list. I would be here all day if I went through the entire list of things, but that programming and associated fee or estimated cost saving from negotiations. And a lot of people were asking, why did Jay-Z leave? Did they fire him? Right? And here's the deal. Only thing that we can assume is that Jay-Z did not agree to the terms that was given. And that, that's probably just one piece of the puzzle. And why are we still talking about Jay-Z when we talking about this bankruptcy is because like I said last week, the memes, the post, everything, people are still up in arms right now saying, hey, I will never buy anything from ShopHQ because they got rid of the talent. You know what I'm saying? And the question was like, who's next? Is RJ next? Nobody said that. But we didn't see the whole Jay-Z thing coming. Some of us. There were people that was beating the drum saying, hey man, ShopHQ's in trouble. Something's wrong. You know what I'm saying? And also they were talking about like they owe, some like the cable programmers, Dish Network. So I think it was 2 nights ago, I was watching ShopHQ as they were, doing their thing. And on ShopHQ, if you're not familiar, people that buy from ShopHQ have the ability to call in and give testimonials on whatever item they bought, right? So this one guy calls in and he said, hey, I was looking for you guys. You guys were on my Dish Network thing, and I was looking and looking and looking. I don't know where he found it. He had to go to YouTube to find them, but he was a little upset about that. Sound like on the phone. And but that's the thing though. A lot of people do. They watch from home and they lost those contracts because they actually owe those people. They owe those people. Hold on. Let me stop right there. I saw One Love come in here. What's going on, man? Shelly, I seen Kamon. I read that since the news of being acquired, their stock rose 45% or so. Now I have to look because I actually have I invested in ShopHQ or iMedia, IMB, is it IMBI? I invested in them during COVID, right? Shares were like super cheap, man. So I jumped on and was actually doing pretty good, man. It's what 21 I saw, no 21 I'm still doing good. To fall of 2022, I was like, what is going on? I seen it drop from $7 down to $3 down to 57 cents. It rose up to 87 cents and then dropped down to like 12 cents. I'm like, God, oh man, it hasn't been up. So I have to look and see. Come on, I'm not sure. All right, so iMedia, they've been posting during this whole time, man. And keep in mind too, they do owe a number of their suppliers. But the answer to iMedia's problems, the company is actively engaged with a potential buyer for their operations. Expectations of this deal is said to ensue in the very next term. So when is their term? Their fiscal year is coming. Now, I read through a lot of comments, and there were a lot of questions as to why ShopHQ still, selling the same watches. Why did Jay-Z leave? These questions, these are hitting my inbox. And if you go on Facebook, there's a lot of people over there asking a ton of questions and leaving memes and things of that nature. I will tell you this. To answer one, they posted, and you can find this information yourself, that Invicta made up for 34% of the sales on ShopHQ. So that's pretty much like Invicta put it on their back and start carrying them. I just said this on, if you just caught my Instagram, me and Kenny was talking about it. Hold up. Let me get to this comment. I wonder if this is any way similar to the layoffs of ESPN. So many of my fave in their personalities got canned, but at the end of the day, it is a business. It is, Adam. I was reading an article, and you can only read so much of it, man, because you have to sign into Bloomberg News. But reading the article and then going to different comments, Bloomberg News stated that, again, ShopHQ or iMedia kept that same energy, so to speak, so since the 90s. And again, shop or I can't even talk. Home shopping goes back to like 1985, and it's I don't know if you had one of those parents or grandparents. I used to sit back and click and like they'll sit and watch, you know, this stuff. They like doilies and like crystals and china and like cups and all this other stuff, man, and even hair care products. I'm like, grandma, why you ordering this stuff? You know, for like 4 payments of $12.95, you can have this ice shaving machine or something. So that was what Bloomberg was talking about. Like they kept that same style, you know, and one of the biggest problems is like, dude, this is 2023 and they move a whole lot different. Hold on, let me get to this one point real. Hold up, before I go. No, ESPN. It was they signed one new guy for something like 85 million or a year for 5 years. Okay, you know what? Let's talk about that, Shelly. So Sean used to work for ShopHQ. He has a podcast, Sean Wilsey or something like that. And you guys go look this up because I actually referenced some of the stuff that he talked about with him being on the inside because he reported this stuff day of. You know, so you're talking about this news right now of them filing bankruptcy is what, 5-6 days old? But something just happened 21 hours ago, and we're gonna get into that real quick. Doilies, yeah. So you threw me off, bro. Get out of here. Oh man. So what he was saying was he was surprised that ShopHQ or Shop NBC back in the day didn't fold or file bankruptcy based on how they were moving. And from what he was saying, his words, not mine, that they were spending money unnecessarily internally, like changing break rooms into like a salon and bringing different people in. He even mentioned that there was another home shopping network or company that came in that literally took people from ShopHQ, or let's just say iMedia, because I don't know what time frame. He can actually talk to what time frame that was. And what iMedia did was, okay, let's pay these guys extra. And that's going to lead into that whole Jay-Z thing, because since Jay-Z was on, I'm pretty sure that they were paying these guys very well. And seeing that you're filing a bankruptcy and they had see, this isn't new though, y'all. They've had consecutive years of losing money. And that goes back to that Bloomberg statement. They haven't upped the image. They still have that phone by, shop by phone type of deal, because you can call your orders in. You can sit and watch your cable network, whatever. They were on Apple TV, Android. You can find shop on everything. Right? They even did the app. And I don't know when the app came out, maybe a year, maybe 2 years ago. No, I think the app is a couple of years old, maybe 3 years old. But you can actually shop on the app by phone. It's very easy. It's, user friendly. And there was even features that it benefited you using the app, because they took some of those features from the website, like looking at your wish list. You know what I'm saying? So that I see that they were just trying to transition over. Unfortunately, it just looked like it was too late. But wait, I thought that Jay-Z and Ryan were Invicta employees, not ShopHQ employees. That's true, but they're still under contract over there. He's still an Invicta employee, because look what he did. He went straight over to InvictaStores.com, but they're still in contract because he's still a TV personality. He registered as a celebrity, man. Like they can literally have awards and stuff like that. So even though he's an employee, he's a specialist for InvictaStores.com, he still is contracted through iMedia to show up every day and do his thing. So I'm telling you, the contract couldn't have been solid. The contract couldn't have been solid, man. It probably lowballed him. I don't know this for sure. That's just me saying that, but considering the question was posted, and I don't think you can see it now because I actually have that last week videos private now. One of the questions was, why is the ShopHQ? Okay, tell TJ to come here, Mom. Y'all, excuse me. So she just threw my train of thought off. What I was about to say. Dang. I think about it. I can't. She just threw my whole train of thought off. Hold on, let me get back into this. Jay-Z and Ryan had to be partly at least employed by Shop if they were allowed to host. Yeah, because that, I mean, that's the only way you can become a host is you have to have a contract through them. Uh-oh, mom's going to come out and start her own show. Yeah, hey man, yeah. And I caught myself trying to take care of stuff before, like I didn't even get everything together before I started the show because like she needed something, so I was running behind and whatnot. Wifey here, I'm about to have one of them help me out on this one. Hold on, let me go back. Let me make sure I didn't mess up. ESPN did it to themselves. A little people canceling their subscription years ago. Okay. So, hey, can you do me a favor? Yeah, I need you to just change her TV channel, whatever. Once y'all go in there. Okay. Hey, what's going on, Shy? Welcome in. Welcome in. So hold on. Hey, you know what's crazy though? Before I get that, I'm gonna get back to what I thought. I can't even think about where I was at. Maybe y'all put in the chat because man, mom just threw my whole thought process off. I was looking at this article. It says to remain relevant as of 2019, despite their decline in revenue, iMedia acquired a St. Paul-based leather goods company, J.W. Hume, and then the Plymouth-based company, it's a woman's retailer, Christopher and Banks. Now, I didn't know what J.W. Hume's was. I just didn't know what the company represented, and I looked it up. And they're actually, man, this is crazy. They began in 1905. It's an American-based company that offers expert craft bags. So they use bison leather, for these bags. And they date back to, they were actually making tents. Matter of fact, let me see if I can pull that up, man. They were making tents for the military, man, during like World War II. Hold up, I might be able to even pull that up. There we go, right there. So y'all see those tents? That was like a campaign. That was actually, I believe, World War II. They were on the front line. So J.W. Hume is, dude, an American brand. You know what I'm saying? They're a big deal. And for ShopHQ to acquire them, you know what I'm saying? That's huge. Now, again, I know a lot of us that have wives or girlfriends or whatever the case is, Coach, Louis Vuitton, but these handbags are like $700 to $800 and they handcrafted and they have a lifetime warranty. Go look that up yourself. They got a lifetime warranty. So for ShopHQ to acquire a company like that is huge. And then Christopher and Banks started in 1956. They, I think it was called Bronze Fashion at first, and they're from Minnesota, just like iMedia. You know what I'm saying? ShopHQ. It was started by Gil Brown. The only reason I bring these guys up is because I know there's still people that believe in that American-made stuff. They still, they'll support this. And I imagine that the way people feel during COVID and all the stuff that was going on, I'm not even going to get into the whole political thing, but knowing that there was more American-based companies was an advantage. I feel that they got complacent. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong, but I feel that ShopHQ or iMedia was complacent during COVID because they reported that they saw their best sales. I mean, just ask Jay Jones. Jay Jones helped dig them out of. And if Jay Jones watches, I know you're gonna kill me. But like Jay Jones was Jay Jones collecting them? I don't think Jay Jones was collecting during COVID. I think it was right after COVID. But any sales that they had, Jay Jones was on top of it, and there was a ton of people. But just imagine this. If Invicta was doing 34%, dude, I see why they post or they show like Invicta as much as they did. I can see. I mean, it's a given. But according to people that used to work there and specialists or analysts rather, They stated that ShopHQ did not give other vendors that they had, other suppliers, an opportunity to showcase their wares and become another Invicta brand. So for those that, if you just got here, we're talking about iMedia, the network that is based on what the verbiage online, even though Home Shopping Network and QVC are financially, I mean, in a financial better position than they are, that iMedia is considered to be at the top. You know what I'm saying? Because of the talents that they have there, man. I mean, dude, and it's not just Ryan, but like you think about it, Ryan and RJ, man, they held it down. They held it down, man. And then Kendi is amazing. If she's not talking about watches, when she's talking about isomers and all the other stuff, Kendi's amazing. And then the other ladies come in. Fatima, these people are amazing. And I'm not knocking any woman or the staff over at QVC, but the proof is in the pudding. The numbers are out there. The numbers are out there. All right, let me see. They had COVID because they couldn't keep up with Jay Jones. Shut up. What's up, Scott? Welcome in, bro. You were talking about is going to Jay-Z's. Okay. So yeah. So earlier when I was talking about Jay-Z going to, yeah, I mean, hopefully that answers your question, because yes, he's an employee for Invicta stores. However, he's still a personality, so he's getting, you know what I'm saying, he's getting paid on both ends. And I'm pretty sure that contract couldn't have been enough for him to stay. Again, there's just assumptions at this point until Jay-Z actually come back. Now, Jay-Z did make a statement. I know it's been a month. He made a statement about it. He was like, you know, he wished everybody at ShopHQ well and stuff like that. He still has love for it, but you know, he gave a statement. Now, whether you guys accepted that statement or not, which a lot of people, they showed their hand. They didn't like it. Hey, I got a question for y'all. Oh, no, this is real news. Did y'all know in 2019, Amazon tried to acquire Evine Live? How many people knew that Amazon wanted to do that? Now, the only reason I was looking at another reason why, like what caused people to kind of switch up how they purchase stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like if they had a lot of customers falling off a shop, what all did that entail? You know what I'm saying? But Amazon reported to have more Prime members than people will watch Evine. So there was a lot of tropes. There was a lot of, and I was looking through the comments of people from 2019 was like, this is laughable. There's no way. Why would y'all even mess with that old cable show that my grandmother would watch? You know what I'm saying? Like these people went in. But this is what Amazon, I guess, was going to do the same thing. They were going to just take that group of people and add to theirs, which it makes sense because right now Amazon they got the advantage of having Instagram influencers. And I was on Amazon today and this guy was showcasing all this stuff, man. It was people in the chat. They were buying all this stuff. And there's multiple. They got their own channel, man. So how can HSN, QVC, and ShopHQ, how can they compete with Amazon? I mean, they're in the billions at this point, where they're just, you know, ShopHQ. Okay, yeah, you over a course of time, you got 90 billion people over a course of time, but like, dude, that takes nothing, man. To shoot, I think what 30 million people probably bought whatever, and I've been on for what 24 minutes. I'm pretty sure like 20 million people plus has purchased something from Amazon just today. So that, I don't know, man. You know, the biggest question is like, what do they do from here? Where does shop go from here? I'm gonna tell you. Hold on, I actually wrote this down today. I got my notes, y'all. I got my notes. Hold on, let me see what y'all talking about in the comments. Wifey's in here. Okay, let me see. I almost want to bet the shop is going to come up with partner program where you can buy their inventory to sell, and you got to do it. And all you got to do is find other people to help you sell. So you saying that Shop is about to do this pyramid scheme? Get off my channel, man. Get off my channel, man. What's wrong with you? Man, you stupid. Oh, Jay Jones in the building. What's going on, bro? Maybe after 20 years of working with Shop Media, Jay-Z felt he wasn't appreciated by the contract he was offered. That is, let me put that up there. That's valid, bro. That could be the case. Word from the inside is that they have a buyer who they've been partnered with for years. And thank you. You brought me to my next segment. Hopefully, everything works out. But there is a company called RNN. And they've been working with iMedia for a long time anyway. What's going on, Rob? Welcome in. So, ladies and gentlemen, that brings me to this last part before I get in and talk about some other stuff. RNN purchased iMedia, or they're purchasing iMedia. Let me see. Let's see. Hold up. Let me make sure I got this right. Because I want to tell you who RNN. RNN is actually a network that started out with basically back in 93. So they're just as old as Invicta, Invicta, ShopHQ. They started with just under 250,000 homes that they were providing service to, news and stuff like that, broadcasting. And now they're in the millions. So they have acquired ShopHQ. So they said they need somebody to buy it. RNN actually bought, and they say we'll see the change or the switch over as soon as August. I know the pen, the ink is still wet on the paper. So I don't know what that all entails. I don't know what they're going to do going forward, but they did get a buyer. And that's actual. You can look that up. That's Google. You can go Google that. So hopefully, they can come up with a plan to keep this ship moving, because there was one thing that I saw so frequently when I was in the military. When I went overseas, we had these signs that said complacency kills. And they showed, I can't even repeat everything that was on, what else was on there, but complacency kills. And it seems that if they hadn't changed their moniker for 30 years, it's time to change it. You have to give, they got too many talents up there, bro. RJ and them is the bomb, bro. If y'all can sit and think about, and I actually have a couple of watches here. I have a watch that I actually bought from Ryan years ago. This right here is my anniversary watch. I got this in 2017. And then I have this bad boy, another Lupa that I got from them. I have, my wife actually bought this one right here. That's when they were doing the three, like they were selling 3 watches for a crazy price. And then, of course, one of the latest, and I haven't purchased that much this year, but like one of the latest purchases was that Magnum. All of these watches came from Shop, and you learn so much from the personalities there. You learn a ton from these guys and women. And my biggest thing is, I would have hated to see somebody not buy ShopHQ, because you owe those people more than that. You owe the fans too, man. DK said it best last night, man. They mix business with pleasure, because you brought us in as this family, so to speak. And with family, you know what I'm saying, there, Some families are better than others, but there are difficulties with, you know what I'm saying, with family members. But in this case, you mix business with pleasure, and you let down a lot of people. Now, if, like what you were saying, Watchman 54, Roy, if they didn't respect Jay-Z's contract and respect him as a personality and gave him some lowball offer, because they couldn't pay him, because they didn't have the money, to like, hey, bro, look, you got to take it or leave it. I'm not going to pay you more. I'm not saying that that's what they said, but the writing's on the wall. What else can you say about it? They don't have money to do anything. The question was, hey, hold up, man. Had to get rid of this mosquito. The question that was posed on my channel just a few short days ago was, you know, why does ShopHQ keep showing the same watches over and over and over? They show the same loop, but they show this, they show, you know what I'm saying, the sports and stuff. They have to buy that stuff. They have to buy it. And right now, they don't have the funds to go out there buying all this. So hopefully this thing turns around for them. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So, again, the broadcaster RNN is said to acquire iMedia, and they said it for about 50 mil. And one of the deals is, it goes on record that they stated that they have to, let me see, they're going to sell off assets. They're going to sell off some of the stuff that they have. So whatever they got at the shop, they already sold 3 buildings up there. I think they have 4. They already sold 3, and it was on this lease buyback program. But as far as everything else, I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know what assets what else they got to sell, because they still have to pay these other vendors. So, and I know that they did liquefy some stuff, some assets to actually they got themselves out of that Shack Kitchen deal for 13 mil. They still owe, like Dish Network, they owe UPS. And, you know, there's a number of people that they owe, that hopefully by them selling, they'll be able to, you know, pay these people, and they'll get a chance to stay and provide, or they bring in new vendors. I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know what they're going to do. You know what I'm saying? So, so I did write this down. Who is RNN? It's Regional News Network. It's who they are. They were created in 1993, established with a single broadcast station in New York, Hudson Valley. And like I said, they reached 250,000 homes now. Currently, they reach millions, and they have so many different networks here and there. Man, they killing it. They killing the game, man. They killing the game. So people pulling back spending with ShopHQ, and it wasn't to punish, but you got to think people's attention went elsewhere. And another thing, even though ShopHQ, like one of their top vendors is Invicta, Invicta is in competition with other watch brands. You know what I'm saying? They're a main brand, but you got to think too, like how many influencers? Let's talk about influencers right now. That one guy on YouTube, man, God tier. He didn't even have a contract with Casio. Was it Nico? He didn't even have a contract. I think he just recently got that within a year. Got a contract with Casio, and him saying that, I don't know. I could just imagine how many people have bought Casio watches because of him using that term, God tier. And the reason I bring him up is because right now, ShopHQ or iMedia has to realize that I think one of the things they had an opportunity to do was use Bulldog as a launching pad for social media influencers. They could have had boots on the ground with people, send out some product to folks, let them review and rate it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't even have to pay for that program, because there's so many YouTubers, there's so many Instagram people or influencers that use their cameras, use their computers, they get the product and they talk about it. If they believe in it, boom, it's in there. You know what I'm saying? Or even if you ask, hey, I need you to showcase this. For those that don't know, I was an actual brand ambassador for a month with ShopHQ. I sent some stuff over there, and I told Vic this morning, I said, man, you know, the one thing they didn't utilize, I sent questions over there. I sent concerns over there. I said, hey, we should do this. You know, send out some product. Now, they did send us some swag and stuff, but I was like, you know what? They could have sent out which I wish they would have. They should have, as far as watches is concerned, not just Invicta. They still had Deep Blue. They still had Casio. They had so many different other brands. Constantine Weiss. They had all these different brands of like send out a sample or just say, hey, you got to send this back, but just, look at it, check it out, talk about it. They had 9 influencers they could have done that. Now, granted, I know Bob Cohen was one. Bob really, you know what I'm saying? He ain't going to be doing all that stuff. You know what I mean? There's other people that was like, I just want, take my pictures on Facebook, and if people buy, they buy. If they don't, oh well. You know what I'm saying? Because there is a lot of effort that goes into, putting this product up in marketing. All right, hold on. Let me see what, I didn't want to miss any questions or comments. They said, we'll pay you, but it's going to be in 6. Wow. So they value paying paychecks now, bro? Is that what you're telling me? Wow. That's that's funny. I'm not buying watches. Jay Jones, that's not a valid statement, sir. That's not a valid statement. Don't Jay Jones, this is an honest show. You have to listen. If you're in the chat right now, which I appreciate you guys being in the chat, you're here because you guys are stand-up people. You guys are very honest. You know what I'm saying? You guys are the bomb.com, but like nobody comes in here to be telling fibs. And Jay Jones, you in timeout because you just fibbed. Yes, fibbed. I'm using the word fibbed. You say you're not buying watches anymore. You not buying watches is like me not going to eat after this show is over. And I'm going to eat. Trust and believe that, sir. That's like me not taking my next breath. Unless God say something different, I'm going to take another breath. I took like 1,000 of them since I've been talking to y'all. So Jay Jones, stop it. This is an honest show, sir. I need you to be on your best behavior, man. I don't want to have to put you in timeout, bro. Stop it. Matter of fact, me and you going to do a show on Instagram. Yeah, man, you going to do a show on Instagram. But going back to the news, going back to this. They have a new lease, a new somebody to purchase them. I said on the last show it'd been dope for Shaq to actually buy it because Shaq has businesses all over the place. He got like 150 different businesses. And I think he would have been, man, it'd have been good for the channel to actually thrive and to grow. But as somebody that's purchased from ShopHQ many times before, I will say this. In some cases that, the value pay system and that VIP thing that they have, and this is just on the Invicta side. And of course, they got value pay for a lot of stuff. Like you could have value paid your purse, your isomers. Like there's a lot of stuff you can value pay off of ShopHQ. But when it came to that VIP program, I received checks from it. So the VIP program was basically $16 a month, and you were turning your receipts, and they will give you it's like 5% buyback. Then you get free shipping and stuff like that, right? So the more you bought, you'll get like a larger check. And some people reported getting $700 checks, $800 checks. Some people reported that they didn't like the VIP didn't even work for them. Some like had hiccups. They're like there were so many different flaws. And my question, and this is to Shop, because I reached out to Shop or iMedia, emailed them. I didn't. And I'll be honest, even if they watch this, I sent that email. I didn't expect them to answer. I didn't expect because I didn't get an answer when I was an affiliate. There was 2 emails I sent out, and I never got an answer for that. I literally went through Kendi to ask a question, which Kendi had nothing to do with my affiliate. Well, let me be clear. Kendi promoted it, but that's as far as it went. She was our way into it for the 9 that actually did it, but like the executives or whoever's over that affiliate marketing, it didn't run the way like affiliate marketing normally runs, like on the basic stuff on YouTube or Instagram. There was no, like they gave us swag and stuff like that, and I got the text message that night like, "Hey, I got my swag, but the watch don't work. You know what I'm saying? The battery's dead, or like it was something wrong. You know what I'm saying? Or the glasses they sent was broke, which my glasses were fine. You know what I'm saying? And which when I go on that Invicta cruise coming up, I'm actually going to be giving away some of this stuff. I just mentioned that on Instagram. But back to that, my experience is being I guess a marketing agent for ShopHQ. I was more excited at the fact that I finally got the opportunity, you know what I'm saying? Because I had inquired about it so many years ago. I was like, man, you know, because I was so excited about being an Invicta collector to where I was like, look, dude, I'll send the watches back, but just send them to me. Let me look at them. Let me breathe them in. Let me touch them and put it on here. And that never happened, you know? So when I was able to actually come in as a marketing agent for ShopHQ, I was excited. And I sent out an email saying, hey, you know, this is what, you know, normally what they do. And I know it's new for them. It was new for them. I've been doing YouTube for like this year in November, be 5 years, y'all. It'll be 5 years. And I've seen marketing. I've seen how people do with, you know what I'm saying, promoting something that they believe in. And it just didn't work out. You can buy eggs on payment plans too. I've been eating scrambled eggs like a king, bro. Man, get out of here, bro. Shop ain't trying to buy no struggling network. Shaq, oh, you said Shaq ain't trying. But I'm saying, what, wifey, we talking about Shaq. Shaq put his stamp on anything. Shaq saved Papa John's. After that racial crap that happened, you know, Papa John's was about to, that pizza company was about to die. Shaq took it over, and now there, of course, there were some people that like, Shaq, how could you do that? But y'all see what it is now. Now Shaq is the fund coordinator for Carnival Cruises. When you get that little magazine, you got Shaq big old face on with his hat. You know what I'm saying? And so yeah, he could have did justice by ShopHQ. He could have done justice. DK, they closed my nearest Walmart. You don't need to go to Walmart no way, man. You just order online, bro. Don't even go to Walmart. Stop. We boycotting Walmart. Yeah, I said at Walmart, if you work at Walmart, I'm boycotting. I don't like Walmart. You guys got 26 lanes in some Walmarts, 30 lanes in some Walmarts, and then y'all just 6 of them are open. With lines all the way back to electronics. You got people on the loading dock, you know what I'm saying, waiting to just buy like some milk and some cereal. So I'm boycotting Walmart. I ain't think about Walmart, man. They trash. And what y'all did in Chicago, well, I'm not even gonna use the Chicago thing because y'all raided that Chicagoland. Sad day out there. Y'all tore that place up, so I would have closed too. I don't even feel bad. So I'm not gonna use that example, but every other Walmart, y'all get out of here. Man, the best pizza joints always have a little racist Italian back in the kitchen. Man, somebody put this man in timeout, man. Somebody get this man out of here, man. You stupid, bro. You stupid. I had told Vic I was gonna try to do this show in 30 minutes today. I was gonna try to do this show in 30 minutes, but yeah, we see we're 44 minutes into it. And we're about to wrap it up. We're about to wrap it up because that's pretty much it in a nutshell. iMedia has been purchased, so for $50 million by broadcast, and this is a partner that's been rocking with them anyway. If you go and Google RNN Broadcasting Network, you'll see the affiliations, and you'll see that, you know, even on Wikipedia, ShopHQ is in there, and there's no way that because the news dropped 21 hours ago. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, of course, I know people update Wikipedia and stuff like that, but it was in there. It was already in there. That they've been a part of it. And you can see, you can just go see it. Now, I will suggest and recommend that you guys, if you want to know. Now, there are some websites if you want to know more about they do go in depth about the money and what they lost at one point. And again, 2020 was their best year. They didn't capitalize on it, but and they also NASDAQ penalized them for not reporting. They reported late this year on their finances and their financial. Even just recently in April, they were late. But there's water under the bridge. They can breathe easy now. If anything changes, I'll update you guys. But for now, it looks like August is they're going to have a new owner. You know, I don't know if they're going to keep their same CEO. That'd be cool, but we'll see how that works. Let me see. Surprise! Tyler Perry didn't buy. Don't even get me started, bro. There's so many ways I could have went with that whole. Nope, I'm not even gonna touch it, man. I know some Tyler Perry fans out there. Let him stick to BET, man. Stay to BET. He bought that, and that, yeah. I mean, you know what? If he did buy, if he would have bought iMedia, I'm curious to know what vendors would he bring over to shop. And I'm just gonna say this, and I'm just messing with the whole whatever this name is. With this new purchase, I wonder what is that gonna bring. And of course, you know, one of the biggest complaints was vendors weren't given enough time. And I personally don't think Bulldog was given enough time to breathe. And when they changed Bulldog up, they made them wear suits and they had to sit at the desk. I stopped watching. And Brian Johnson, I like Brian Johnson. Man, I actually got a chance to interview him on this channel. Amazing guy. And I've talked to him behind the scenes, man. Amazing guy. Nice, great family man. But dude, they just, I don't think they gave it enough time, man. I was like, I don't know what they were expecting. Rumor has it they was like, well, it wasn't producing, it wasn't doing this. I'm like, dude, it was only out for a year. Bro, you listen, you guys are struggling already. Just let it work, man. I still say they should allow influencers to come in, people come in. I mean, look how many Facebook groups you have. Hold on, let me get to the comments in just a second because I see some of you guys are sounding off. Look how many Facebook groups right now that are, and again, it's not an Invicta issue, but let's just face it. If 34% of their sales came from Invicta, we're just going to stay on Invicta for right now. Invicta got airtime. And based on Sean Wilsey, and I may be saying his last name wrong. If I am, I apologize. When Wing was there, when he was doing Aragon watches or Android watches back in the day, it's been said that he didn't get a lot of airtime. That's the reason. You know, that was a question. Why did Wing leave ShopHQ or Evine or Shop NBC? He wasn't getting enough airtime, enough as much as Invicta. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, and I think Wing right now is doing very well for himself. I know he just launched some new watches. He's been on fire with that, man. And somebody had left a comment, man, I thought was amazing, man. Like, just think about the history Wing has because his watches are called Android, and he gave up the name to Samsung or the Android system. You know what I'm saying? So historically speaking, if it wasn't for Wing, we wouldn't have that argument, Team Android versus Team iPhone. So historically speaking. All right, let me get into this comment real quick. Surprise. Oh, I read that already. And Invicta is not to blame for ShopHQ's bankruptcy. No. Now, Invicta got their own problems with their store out in, what do you call that? I see what you did there. Come on. Man, what is the name of that place, man? Times Square. Times Square. They're filing bankruptcy. And yeah, it's not Invicta's to blame. It is management of what vendors you got, because me and Vic talked about this. Have you guys noticed that? I will say this because I've been a fan of it and I've been watching it. When they got rid of Power Play, which Power Play had ran, how long did Power Play run? 10 years strong, maybe 7 years. I don't know how long, but I know it was for a decent amount of time. Power Play there were so many people in there. And right now, a trend that ShopHQ has on YouTube, for those that are not familiar, the chat goes on, people are listening and talking about the watches and talking about sports. Texas T is talking about whatever. Every day, somebody will post 51 watching, 48 watching, 37 watching, whatever the kid. They always post a number of what they see, right? And our numbers are always different. You know what I'm saying? Like I may see 61, you may see 58. Somebody hasn't caught up to that level yet, and then people come in and go out. I remember in 2017, over 100 people watching. When they were unveiling, I remember seeing 256 people in the chat. They may not be chatting, but they're watching on YouTube. I'm seeing all these different people. That number has, I don't think it's gotten over 80 in the past year. Jerry Jones. What? Mad Dog. Wow, bro. Wow. Medea get a blue label next on BT. I'm done. I am I'm done, bro. That yo, Triple with Dre and Michelle is in the building, man. What's going on, man? Thank you for being here. I greatly appreciate it, man. Many blessings. I got a chance to get with them, man. Dude, amazing couple, man. Dre is the truth, bro. Like y'all, Triple with Dre and Michelle. You can go click on that, check out their website or their channel, see if it's something you like, pick them up. Yeah. Or Byron Allen. He helped out those country shows from going by the wayside. I mean, how would that look though, man? A celebrity actually, I don't know how that would, how that would fare. Shoot, I mean, how many people know that? Who was it? Sylvester Stallone's wife was on ShopHQ. She was selling her stuff. I don't know how well she did, but if anything, that carry shop for longer than they should have lasted. Sean actually says that. Well, he don't say that in Invicta, but he says that they had made decisions that he's surprised that they didn't go bankrupt years ago. So let me get to y'all got a premiere today. Team iPhone. That's cute. Wing left because traveling from Florida to Minnesota for 2 hours of Aragon at 11 after 4 hours in Victor wasn't worth it. Yep, and see, okay, perfect, bro. Thank you. Come on, and that just tell, because come on, you told me how long you've been watching Shop and stuff like that. So you date back away. So I know you have some great information on that, but I would hope that going forward, man, honestly, going forward, they cannot continue the same thing. And I know for a fact, man, if you invest in your money and this new company, this new broadcast company coming in, RNN, I don't know how the execs are going to respond. I hope they don't change. I hope they don't get rid of folks. I mean, you cut out who you need to. If somebody's sucking up more than they need to, and they're not really doing the job that they were paid for, then okay, I get that. But shoot, I don't know, man. Hopefully when they come through, they change. I hope that their whole scene is different, and I do hope they open the door for influencers to actually get in there and showcase. Because I look at these IG influencers, man. These people, like, what they do and how they put stuff together, hands down, man, they do some great work, man. All right, hold on, let me see. I missed something. Okay, Dre will be there. What time is it? I hope I'm not about to. I'm gonna get off. Pause. What we pausing? I don't know what we pausing, bro. Did I say something? Did I say something crazy? All right, gentlemen, I'm out. Gotta do lame things like being a dad or whatever. I cannot stand you. I appreciate you though, man. Man, big pause. Be good, DK. I'm sending out. Send you a contract for your service. Big pause. Okay, I must have said something crazy. I'll listen on the replay. We just about an hour. We've been man. See, I told Vic I was gonna try to do this show between 30 minutes to 40. They 9:30. Okay. It's 4 people. Okay, so I don't want to get involved with or over live my stay here on YouTube because outside noises, y'all. Hold on, let me see. Let me make sure I got everybody. Hey, House of X, thanks for being here. Space G95, thank you. And listen, I want to thank everybody for coming in, man. We're gonna end the show at this right here at this point. Right now, for everybody that's been a ShopHQ shopper, it's not over. You know what I'm saying? They got a new lease on life. We're gonna see how these changes, what's gonna happen. Are they gonna go back to cable TV or is that out? Will the vendors get paid? Who knows? You know what I'm saying? I like to see, will they get new Invicta pieces? Will they invite micro brands to it? I think that'd be dope. That would be dope. So for those execs or the people that have watched because ShopHQ, I'm going to be tagging ShopHQ, iMedia. I'm going to put on the little tags and stuff in there. If you've made it this far and you work for ShopHQ or whatever the case is, this is just my want is to see some micro brands. You know what I'm saying? Stop, bring some of those watches back because you guys did have some other watches. You guys even have Rolex on that pre-owned Rolex, but not saying I was gonna buy one because I can't afford that. I don't think value pay what's the value pay on that? What, $4,000 a month or something? I'm not. Yeah, but I would like to see some micro brands, man. Phoebus or work out a deal with some. I mean, because watches is in, man. Watches ain't going nowhere. And then bring back, you know what I'm saying, Wolf cases and stuff, man. Let's give us something else. Give us something. You know what I'm saying? Listen to the people. The people have been talking for a long time. The people have been asking for things. I think it's time for y'all to reciprocate. We dropping cash over there now. We want to see some of these, like, just let us see some other vendors, man. You know what I'm saying? But you matter of fact, maybe y'all can contract Kimon and DK to do a show on the weekends. I think that'd be dope. Yeah. Question if I have time. Okay, yo, what's your question, bro? What's your question? Yeah, I got time for you, man. What you talking about? Stone's wife, you said that she was selling. Ah, okay. So come on, you panty, bro. Hey, man, get out of here, bro. Her wares, man, her wares. And I ain't talking about underwears. They're like, yeah. You going in right to the replay to catch all I missed. All right, man, I appreciate that. Joe got a question. Joe got a question. I want to answer this question before I get out of here, man. That hawk is like, he on one. He's just killing every little animal around here, which I appreciate. Peace, everyone. All right, y'all. For everybody that's getting up out of here. Or did you have a question? Okay, you see, come on. You're sick also. Yeah, he is. He is Jay Jones. That was funny though, bro. That's funny. So I'm just giving a minute because I think Joe had a question. And in the meantime, again, I will reiterate for any employee at ShopHQ, I know, all right, sending out professional emails and stuff like that. I know there's only so much you're going to talk about, or maybe you don't want to get, I don't know if it's right for y'all to even come on somebody's show like mine to talk about stuff like that. I don't know, but I know people got a lot of questions. And whatever you were able to say, but you know what? Let me just leave it at that. I know you guys ain't gonna do it. So it's no sense to talk about it. Trap excellent live stream as usual. Thank you. Thank you, man. It's always good to see you in the place to be. Okay, maybe Joe had a question and maybe you're going to send that on Instagram or what have you. Hit that like button. Yeah, hit that like button if you didn't hit it on the way out. Please let the algorithm know that we was in this thing. You know what I'm saying? Oh, there may be some good news coming up, man. I have an event coming up and I'm going to stream that. There's an event coming up in Chicago. I have been invited to some stuff. So like this was originally was supposed to just be like a day trip, me going out there because I knew the event was coming from that last micro event I went to. One of the vendors there told me they're like, hey, we're coming back to Chicago X amount of days, whatever. So I was like, all right, cool. But there may be an opportunity, but we'll see. And I'll let you guys know if it does. I will know as soon as next week. If it does, I'll be dropping little breadcrumbs for you guys to follow. And hopefully you guys can, you know, if you're live on Instagram that Saturday, I'll be live there. And I may even get to see, well, Mark from Long Island Watch is going to be there. So that's somebody I want to meet. So anyway, yeah, I imagine that Joe had his question is probably going to hit Instagram. So Joe, hit me up, bro. Other than that, family, thank you so much for watching. We've been on for an hour and 1 minute, 57 seconds. And I wish you well. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. And until the next lightning strike, y'all be blessed. Much love, y'all.